Hey there folks, welcome back. I'm sat in front of a not so real racing wheel here. But today, as you can tell by the fact that my hair's soaked through and I've got so much sunburn, it's making me look like an Owen Wilson cosplay. I went to go see some real life racing. I got to go see the BTCC at Thruxton for their second visit of the season, and it was spectacular, with support races from multiple categories, such as the Porsche GT Cup, the Ginetta Juniors, the Ginetta GT4s, the British Formula 4, and the Renault Clio Cup, as well as the 3 races the BTCC has on offer. It was definitely a mega day. Spectacular and action-packed from start to end. And before I get into talking about the races, firstly, I ended up bumping into Tom Chilton in the paddock. Might not put a photo here, but you can probably find it on my other social media. Find that out down below. But the other races ended up with some spectacular action. The Clio Cup, which is in its final season, had a massive incident right at the end of the race between Jack Young and Max Coates. Yeah, it was quite a big crash. I ended up passing Coates when I was going into the paddock later on, and I think it was about 45 minutes after the race, and still seemed fuming. And fair enough, if you're leading the race and if you're in the top 2 for the majority of it, to then come out of it with a non-finish because of a collision in the final corner that wasn't your fault, really. Yeah, it's like not much you can do about it. I don't know if it's going to take any consolation the fact that Young got disqualified. Meant that Ethan Hamilton ended up picking up his first win, I believe, in the Clio Cup, which is quite spectacular, to be honest. Starting the final lap in P3, and now the first win from. Managed to keep himself out of harm's way and deliver a solid finish, which is what you want to do. The other kind of sports series, I was keeping an eye out, having followed little bits and pieces of Formula 4 over the course of the season for Alvarez and Maloney. I think they're going to do some pretty big stuff, potentially even all the way to F1. And of course, in the Porsche 911 Cup, you saw Esme Hawkey, W Series driver. I'm currently working on a video talking about the W Series, so to think about the fact that I saw one of the drivers from it there in the Porsche Cup, it made me think about the kind of recognition that you end up getting from it. Of course, there were the 3 BTCC races as well, and all 3 of them were won by Hondas. Of course, all different teams though. You ended up getting one of the FK2s with Sam Tordoff winning the first race. Sam Tordoff's shown some brilliant pace this season in that old FK2, and it's honestly quite astonishing for me. It's a car that I've always felt was like, that's a little bit outdated, isn't it? Like, you went to go see the touring cars last time, it was the Tourer that they were using. So it's never really been the one that the works team's using when I've been to go see the touring cars. Then 2 FK8 ended up picking up wins in Josh Cook and then Dan Kamish. Third race being a kind of dry to wet race with a massive downpour right at the end of the race. Made for some pretty interesting podium celebrations. Yeah, I had a wonderful time. It was a spectacular weekend, and honestly, whenever I look at it, it's always quite a welcoming community, the BTCC. And this is one thing that kind of compares it to other series that people will follow, like the F1. I always get the feeling that whenever I went to an F1 race, I'd have to watch my back. Somebody might be trying to eye out for anybody trying to do this. BTCC, it's a bunch of people sat around talking like, oh, I've been to races here, here, and here. You're able to put like your picnic blanket down and your jacket. You don't need to worry about it for even a couple of hours. And it's that nice kind of feeling. One of the reasons why I enjoyed going last time, it's one of the reasons I enjoy going this time. One of the reasons why I want to go and see it again. Hopefully before the end of the season. Might upload some more of the kind of footage that I ended up getting from the event. But yeah, on that note, I need to go to bed. I need to drink a lot of water. Brilliant rest. And, well, make sure I'm not staying up too late. Already getting to the early hours as is. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.